Me now, two more friends of this broadcast. A.B. Stoddard, veteran Washington journalist and associate editor and columnist for Real Clear Politics, and Michael Steele, former chairman of the Republican National Committee, former lieutenant governor of the great state of Maryland, also happens to be the host of the Michael Steele podcast. Michael, I'd like to begin with you, speak on behalf of all the viewers who, like me, found that last segment just too hard mathematically. Was it too simple to vote for one candidate, and was there a checkoff on the form that if we're out of the chicken, the fish is okay?
That's essentially it, yeah. And there are people who like fish and chicken. And I think it's good and appropriate that our voting system seemingly is trying to accommodate that now, to give people better options and better choices for people who disengage and step back from politics because they support someone who everyone else, the conventional wisdom, says, oh, well, they're a gadfly, or they're not part of the traditional lot of candidates. Well, with ranked choice and other forms of balloting that are taking shape in various states right now, they're opening up that possibility. And what it means, particularly on the heels of what happened in the Senate today with the voting rights measure, it's giving the voters the incentive to participate. And you know, to say, look, okay, your first choice may not be everyone else's first choice, but they could be their second choice. And that's the point that, you know, Steve was just driving for Maya and Catherine, is that, okay, yeah, you're sitting at this percentage right now, but there are still a lot more votes to come in. And voters had the option to maybe perhaps pick you as their second choice, which changed the dynamics of the voting process. And that's a good thing for the country.
A.B., first of all, I'm stunned by our friend Michael's magnanimity on this topic, but we'll move on. And I'm not saying, but just saying, if you had to write a column tonight on Deadline, the column could be, could it not, while there is a discussion in Washington and out in the states on restricting the vote in New York, where they've been open for days and they have a robust mail-in effort and open late at night for hours on the actual primary day, has such a luxury of elections, they have filled an IHOP menu with your choice of candidates.
I'm a big fan of ranked choice voting. I don't think it's that complicated. People get to go and pick the chicken or the fish and then, you know, rank the other menu choices below. It's only 5, and then leave it to the computers to do the tabulation. I'm biggest fan of Final 5 voting, which gets rid of the primary, the partisan primary, and gives you an open primary. You pick 5 choices, and those people, those 5, campaign for the general election. And they campaign nicely because they know that they want to be people's second choice. So they don't, they campaign on a platform and results for voters instead of campaigning against each other. That said, if I was writing a column tonight, I would also be tempted, Brian, to focus on the fact that if Maya Wiley doesn't prevail and AOC's endorsement didn't get her over the edge, NYC is not the progressive stronghold that they think that it was. And that's a big warning to progressives. So I think it's going to be an interesting part of the divide as you see progressives get louder with the Biden administration in the months to come, and how they all try to pull together their coalitions before the midterms where they're going to take a beating.
Yeah, indeed. If further, the winner tonight, the guy who prevails, is a former Republican, former police officer in New York City who ran on a tough-on-crime platform in the middle of a post-pandemic crime wave that no one can deny. I'm getting ahead of myself. Both of our friends are going to stay with us through the break. We're going to talk about the Democrats. We're going to talk about what happened in the Senate today.